Dedica is, contrary to what the name suggests, a large city. If Rodario is to be believed, more than 70,000 people live here. A number.
If we are looking for somewhere to quench our thirst or for a roof over our heads, then I would recommend the Golden Well Tavern.
The big market at the city's south gate certainly lives up to its name. You have never seen a market on such a scale. Stands, large and small, as far as the eye can see. While you push your way through the crowd to get to the trader Rodario wants to introduce to you, you overhear two peasants talking about elves.
No, I tell ya, it was elves. Pale skin, point...
Yeah, something strange is going on these days. Old Trundlewood from down Acrehill way said he saw some pointy ears too. Come to think of it.
Here we are.
Rodario's sudden announcement draws your attention away from the...
Welcome to Brand's Potpourri.
You follow Rodario through the lively streets until he reaches a run-down two-story building. You prepare yourself for the worst, but the inside of the tavern surprises you all. The walls are clad with dark, finely ornamented wood. The floor is... The guests look you over, full of curiosity, and many nod a greeting. The haggard woman behind the bar greets you loudly.
We are on an important mission, Madame Flori, and could do with a place to...
Sorry for asking, but you said you'd seen some other dwarves recently.
You're thinking of Gandagar's group and wonder whether they...
Yes, a nice bloke from the west. Paid for his room for a month in advance and then disappeared. That was 3 weeks ago. If he don't...
You give Namora a sign and sneak onto the first floor. The half-elf appears moments later. To your surprise, she has Balandis with her, whom, after apologizing to various guests for intruding, you are left... The room is bigger than all the rooms in the tavern you have seen so far, and all just for one guest. The notes are partly written in Dwarvish, and partly in the language of humans. The three of you scan through them, until Balandis...
What would make a firstling travel to the perished land? Or even to the...
Here, this letter. I have found a way, but I don't know if I will return safely with Star Slasher. That's why I...
Star Slasher?
You have come across this name in the notes a few times already, but you just shrug your shoulders and throw the letter back onto the table in disappointment. You had hoped to...
a sword. Apparently it was given to Giselbert I and I by a caravan travelling from the other lands. It's...
You are woken with a jolt in the middle of the night by a blood-curdling scream. You look around in panic and see that the...
I can remember. The Alpha.
Alpha?
I can remember everything. Or at least some of it.
Where was this exactly?
They are... here?
An Alfar village in Tabain.
By Rakus, if the Alpha are experimenting on dwarves, we can't just ignore it. We can't save the world if we ignore the suffering right in front of our eyes. We will help Giro...
When you reach Acrehill, there isn't a single villager in sight. An uneasy feeling creeps over you. The pictures, painted in blood, tell the horrifying story of how the Alpha came to the village and killed the inhabitants. When you reach the other end of the village, disgust is written. As expected, you don't find any survivors, but there are also no undead. The perished land has not yet advanced this.
It was orcs. Looks as though they waited here while the pointy ears wreaked havoc in the village.
You gather all the bones you can find together and burn them. You wash over the painting. You walk through the villages that once blossomed, but are now deserted due to the advance of the perished land. The colour has drained. You don't know if the perished land can ever be driven away again, and even if it can, it is questionable whether people will ever live. The path to Lake Fire lies in front of you. That is where the dragon Brambusil is said to have dwelt. Before being killed, Rodario sings a song about the dreadful might of the dragon, and you all look down into the flames below with reverence. When you finally turn away,
Ooh, do you smell that? Come! Oink oink!
without even waiting for you, Boindil runs over the hill and
I told you you shouldn't touch them. But I was hungry.
What is it? I'm with you!
Yes?
Yeah!
What is it?
Kill!
I was expecting more of a battle. Yes?
And what now?
And again!
He hardly put up a fight!
Kill!
What is it? Favrakas!
What is it?
What do you need? Sure. Right away.
Huh?
And what now? He hardly put up a fight! Attacker!
Yes?
Yes? And again! Huh? Favrakas!
Yeah!
That was good training.
What is it? Of course!
End it!
And what now?
What do you need?
And again!
Yes? and yet lost.
Huh? At once.
What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies!
Yes? Kill!
And what now?
What do you need?
Vile creature!
I was expecting more of a battle.
Huh? And again!
Fought well and yet
Vile
lost.
creature! Understood.
What is it?
What is it? For the first
Kill!
Favrakas!
And again!
Good plan.
Huh? Uh-huh. Vile creature! Attack! At once.
And what now? Come here, you!
Huh? And again!
Yes? For the firstlings!
Who's
Vile
next?
creature!
Makes sense. Good plan.
Yes?
Huh? They hardly put up a fight!
Uh-huh. On my way.
Attack!
What is it?
And again!
Good plan.
Yes? Uh-huh.
End it! Huzzah!
What do you need? Sure. Good plan. Sure. Makes sense. Favrakas!
Kill! Yes?
Who's next?
Understood.
That was good training.
On my way. Favrakas!
Huh?
And again! Kill! And again!
The chaotic battle between the orcs, the undead, and you comes to the best. The closer you get to the murky pool, the worse it stinks of decay and death. At first you thought it was only dirty water. It's a map of the surroundings. Not far from your current position is a place clearly marked. You tremble at the thought that you could end up the same way. You hope that one of... You discover a file that looks like the one Geralda carries with her. Before you can get a proper look, she turns it back and forth excitedly, but then disappointment spreads across her face. With the probable location of another camp up your sleeve. Some way from the path, you come across an old campsite between some rocks. A trampled-out campfire and scattered belongings.
That is a firstling necklace. I reckon...
We only know of one firstling out so far west these days, the dwarf whose note...
Star Slasher. If King Giselbert really did wield this sword...
It's not worth losing your life for, or... in the... Do you know anything about the...
Every firstling knows of the clan. They have a long tradition as weaponsmiths, though their work is often exotic and sometimes thought of as undwarfish. They...
Sounds as though someone from a clan like that would definitely be very interested.
You look around again more closely, but there's not much here that could help you. The ground is too hard for footprints, and the objects that are... Geralda struggles to keep pace all day, and when you see her struggling, you give the order to set up... The female dwarf looks ill, and as she's aware of the fact, she doesn't even try. Over the next few days, Geralda's condition grows increasingly worse. She begins to shiver, and more than once you catch her muttering to herself and glancing at Andakai surreptitiously. You reach the place that was marked on the Orc's map, and judging by the sight you are presented with, there is no doubt. This
Dwarves! Oh, how glad I am to finally see members of my own race again.
We're here to save you. We've heard that Alpha... I am the...
There's meat.
You! Ah! You're the firstling who set off into the kingdom.
Yes, that's true.
We found your notes in the Golden Well.
Ungrateful. I was hoping that someone would find them in the worst case, and that well, I was successful. They came in the night, and I had no chance to even defend myself. The next morning, I woke up in this cage.
You and...
She was already here when I arrived. The Alpha did experiments on her. They fed her with a tincture from this device, and then it was as if she was... But the last time, something was different. She fought against the orders of the Alpha, beheaded one of them in the end.
Where are the Alpha? Oh, forget it. At once.
What is it?
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
I was expecting more of a battle. Yes?
Huh?
Now you've got me interested. No chance.
Not well and yet lost.
Not a bad idea.
Huh?
What a waste of time.
I was expecting more of a battle. What is it?
What is it? All right then. If I have to. Not a bad idea.
Yes?
Hmm?
Yes? Understood. At once.
That was good training.
Huh?
If I
Understood.
have to.
Yes? At
Not a
once.
bad idea. All
All
right
right.
then. What is it? What a waste of time.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't even take off my gloves. Not a bad idea.
What do you need?
Huh? Understood.
I was expecting more of a battle.
Attack!
Fought well and yet lost.
Killed!
What do you
Vile
need?
creature!
Sure. What is it?
End
Right
it!
away.
Killed! At
Makes
once.
sense. Good
On my way.
plan.
At
Sure.
once. Understood.
Plan.
At
Makes
once.
sense. What do you need?
Understood.
Plan.
On my
Not a
way.
bad idea.
Makes
Understood.
sense.
Feel my power. This is going to hurt.
Yes? For the firstlings! Fought well and yet lost.
No chance. And I didn't even take off my gloves.
At once.
That was good training. Fought well and yet
For
lost.
fracas.
That was good training. Good
On my way.
plan.
At
Makes
once.
sense.
If I have to. Not a bad idea. All right then. Now you've got me interested. What a waste of time.
I was hoping never to see a single shadow mare again after Greenglade.
Good job, there was 2 of them then! Ha!
Let's have a look around. Maybe there are more survivors, or we might find out something about the potion.
A rucksack containing everything needed for a rucksack.
They must be some of the missing villagers.
You wonder whether the Alfar killed them for fun or through their experiment. without having any knowledge of these things, you recognize a laboratory, similar to the ones you saw. Even without... The containers are filled with blood, but it seems thinner and smells sweeter than it should. The elf has been beheaded. He is dead. And even the perished land won't be able to make him rise again.
Well, that's what gave me my powers. I killed him, and...
A recipe? If I had to guess, probably for Geralda.
You have no idea what to do with the various devices and ingredients, but you don't wish to spend the night amongst the dead, so you set up camp a little way off.
All in all, the equipment and the process is not hard to understand, despite being a little strange.
Is this what gives Geralda her power?
Andakai nods.
It gives her powers and makes her dangerous. What will she do if the potion runs out and she is driven to madness by thirst? She could force me to brew more and...
Andakai's gaze pierces you.
I can mix a poison that looks just like her potion. She trusts you, Tungdil.
That would still be murder. No matter how great a danger she may present, she didn't choose her powers, and deserves to live.
Andakai shakes her head, and after 2 hours, Andakai comes to you and holds out 2 files that look exactly like Geralda's.
I stick by my opinion, Tungdil. You must recognize how great the...
Andakai gives you the 2 files.
Decide wisely.
Before you can say anything, she...
Tungdil, is the potion ready?
You only just managed...
Yes, here is the potion.
You give Geralda the real...
Thank you, Tungdil. What would I do without... Ugh.
You stare at the second file in your hand, and then at the face of the dwarf, contorted in pain. With a final
She's dead. Take her away.
Without worrying about the objections of the others, Jeroen follows her order. Andakai...
You swapped them, how could you?
Be aware of who you're talking to, Tungdil Goldhand. We may be traveling together, but I am still one of the 6. I have ruled over my realm for many years and made many difficult decisions. This was not...
But perhaps we could have...
You think you can see a hint of sympathy in the Maega's face, but without another word she leaves you where you're standing. For the first time in a... As night, you are woken in the middle of the night by Boindil.
Scholar, can you smell it? There are piggies nearby.
You...
Huh? And again!
Now you've got me interested.
What is it?
What's up? Let's go!
Well and yet lost.
Others will take my place.
Me.
I was expecting more of a battle. What do you need?
Don't take it personally.
What is it? Right away. That was good training.
What's up?
I was expecting more of a battle. What do you need?
Prepare yourself!
Yes? Right away. That was good training.
What's up? Taste my hammer!
Fought well and yet lost. What do you need? For the firstlings! Yes?
A bit too much for you, was I? Prepare
away.
yourself! Why not? Don't take it personally.
I was expecting more of a battle. Fought well and yet lost. Good plan.
Why not?
Makes sense.
Don't
plan.
take it personally.
What do you need? That was good training.
He won't last long.
Sure.
Taste my hammer!
Makes sense.
Disgusting. Of
Sure.
course.
What is it? Good plan.
Don't take it personally.
Makes sense. What do you need?
Let's go. He won't last long. What's up? Disgusting. Prepare yourself.
Firstlings! What is it? Makes sense. What do you need?
A bit too much for you, was
Good
I?
plan. Yes? What do you need?
Why not?
Right
Taste
away.
my hammer! Disgusting.
Good plan.
Of
Makes
course.
sense. Good
Let's
plan.
go. Of
Makes
course.
sense.
Good plan.
Yeah, why not?
Good plan.
Yeah?
That was good
Prepare
training.
yourself!
Fought well and yet lost. I was expecting more of a battle.
Let's go! He won't last long.
What is it?
Of course! Prepare yourself! He won't last long.
Yes? Sure. For the firstlings!
Yeah?
What do you need? Right away.
Don't take it personally. A bit
Yes?
too much for you, was
Favrakas.
I?
Makes sense.
Of
Sure.
course.
What is it?
What's up? Hmm? He
For the
won't last.
firstlings!
Yeah, why not?
Good
Let's
plan.
go.
What do you need?
Disgusting.
Favrakas!
Don't take it
Yes?
personally.
For the firstlings!
What's up? Disgusting.
That was good
course.
training.
What's up?
Makes sense.
Let's go.
Sure.
Of course. Let's
Makes sense.
go. Of course. Let's
Sure.
go. Yeah,
plan.
why not? Let's
Sure.
go.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
why not? Of
Sure.
course. Let's
sense.
go.
What do you need?
Don't take it personally.
Fought well and...
After the battle, you finally have time to catch your breath. You check the others one by one to see how they are. Bavragor seems out of it, agonizingly slowly. He turns to face you. Blood is flowing from his mouth and through his beard.
Andikai, Bavragor has been hit!
You immediately rush towards him. Balandit.
Too late. The arrow was poisoned. I could feel it.
You won't die, Bavragor. Andikai, can't you?
You turn to the Maga, but one look at her face...
We are in the perished land, aren't we? Let me...
Before you can object, Boindil lays a hand on your shoulder.
You know yourself how stubborn we are, scholar.
You've heard about dead dwarves on expeditions in the perished land defying the bloodlust for many days. But you want to find a better way. While Balandis is still sobbing next to you, the stonemason rises suddenly. His face is pale and his eyes seem empty. None of you really know what to say, and finally Bavragor compels you to continue your journey. You can see the inner conflict. Bavragor has assured you that everything is all right, but since he came back, he has...
I feel nothing, Tungdil. I don't feel my body anymore, and my head is straight.
You had no idea that it is so bad. On one hand, you feel an unspeakable pain seeing your companion in this state.
Hey, Mega, tell your henchman he shall look after me. If I do things I shouldn't do, he is to stop me.
Everyone has stopped in their tracks.